Hey guys, welcome to BS Budgets. For those that are new, welcome. For those that are subscribed or coming back to watch, thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching. So, today we're going to start with a little bit of a life update and then going to cash stuffing. Now, why am I doing it like this? It's mostly because my grandfather, on the mother's side of the family, is in the ICU. The CICU, which is ICU for heart patients, since he is using a pacemaker. He has been there since the 9th of this month due to some health issues. And even though after they did the surgery, he got better, but all of a sudden, earlier this week, his vitals got unstable, so we are going through a tough time. And with that, it did prompt me to get a visa for my son. And I just received notice today that the visa will be approved later on today. So on Saturday, I'll be going to Brazil. Early morning. So with that, I was hoping to tell you on a face video, but I couldn't figure out on my phone how to do a face and then switch it to this type of setup. But I do have some tips from last week. And why am I saying all of this is because I usually don't share anything about my life at all. I'm more of a private person when it comes to that. Unless it has something to do with money or budgets. That's the name of my channel. But because it will affect my posting consistency. I usually I batch video to a week and then post one the same week that I took a video, and then which is the budget with me. And then I do cash stuffing on the week that I don't get a paycheck. So it will be like every week has its own consistency. So I'm posting every week, once a week. However, due to me going to Brazil on Saturday, I cannot, and me literally having to skip work due to it. I'm not going to work today or tomorrow, and usually that's my work days, but I did take time off because I am going overseas. So since that is going to mess up my paycheck from the last paycheck of this month, and then the first paycheck of next month, it will get messed up because of that. But we'll only be gone for 15 days, so it's not going to be that messed up, but again, it will be. I'm going under it's an emergency because my grandfather is old. He's in his 90s. So I wanted to see him one last time. I did not get to do that when my father died. Sad, because he was 1 year overseas and I was here. And so the last time I saw him was his disfigured face and a half-open casket during his wake. I do not want that to happen again. So, and I would really love for my son to meet his great-grandparents before their time comes. And they're both in their 90s. So there is that. But I did get some cash tips. And it's not this envelope. Not this one either. It's going to be these two. I dated them to know. And so these are only going to be the stuffings that I'm going to be doing for today. For today, I'm only going to do these stuffings because this is all the cash that I have to stuff. So it's the same. What doesn't go in, so it's the same. I do have a massage tip because I was planning on going this month to get my monthly session for massage, but I won't be able to, so here's to that. Actually, I could see if there's any last minute sessions. So once that's not gonna get stuffed, it will be this, this, and this. But it's alright, life happens. I have the $1. Childcare, daycare is $20, $40, $60, $80. And yes, I have 100 here. And then, yep, this will be all. And now, how much for my debt binder? And I still didn't get this. But again, I still have to finish this one off, and I don't think I'm gonna be doing it anytime soon. So we're gonna go with 5 first. So 2 and 3, 5, and we have 20. How am I gonna do this? Ah, yes, calculator. We have $20, 10, 20. Let's see how much of these I can get it done. I'm supposed to roll a dice for this, but I don't want to. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're down to 10 on here. Now we only have 10 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2. I could do these 2. This one, I just want to have a space in between, but you know what? I'm gonna do 1, 2, and I have this 2 ahead of time. And there you go. It's gonna be a fast video today anyway, just because of that. Let's see, this is 20. 20. And this is 58. How much do we have left? 10, 20, 25, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, we're halfway done. We're halfway done, guys. And I'm just gonna have to wait. 29 more to go. Yeah, I'm not finishing this up this month. Sadly not. But I will be finishing up next month, hopefully. And me going to Brazil did put a dent, and going to Brazil did put a dent in my paycheck, and with my grandfather's case worsening did put a dent in everything when it comes to this channel as well. However, it's something that happens in life, and I cannot change it at all. It's out of my control. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the cash stuffing, even though it was fairly short, and as much as I like to do it with more cash, I couldn't. So with that, if I don't post until the 3rd of October or until my next paycheck, which I have no idea when that is because I don't have the calendar in front of me. But if I don't post until then, it's probably why I might be in Brazil. Actually, I'm definitely gonna be in Brazil when I get paid the next time. And so I might not actually. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to budget regardless because of my debt payments. I'm gonna have to budget regardless. But and also my therapy sessions. And I need to tell my therapist. Oh gosh. And yes, I'm doing therapy just because I went through a tough time during my pregnancy and even afterwards. Adjusting to a life of a single parent, regardless of me being married or not. So I did go through a hard time, and so that's why whenever I do end of the month last paycheck budget, there's always a therapy section on fixed bills. It's because of that. So even though I told my therapist today that wasn't going, I'm gonna have to tell her, yeah, listen, the visa came out, I'm leaving on Saturday, so there is that. What a mess. If you are planning to go overseas and you need a visa because you don't have a dual citizenship, make sure to do it 20 days before you travel. Just to be sure, because even though getting the document is supposed to be the longest process, if you have everything ready and submit everything, they could still nitpick you for it. Because they did when it came to my son. I had to take literally 3 different photos of him yesterday. Because he's 17 months now, because today is his 17 month 3. He turned 17 months today. And toddlers doesn't know how to straighten their shoulders when it comes to photos. So I was having a really difficult time, and they were nitpicking that, yeah, he's retake the photo by email. Just retake the photo. He's not straight. And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know the condition of who's watching, but what I do know is that if you have 2 passports, one from overseas and one from the US, and you change your name in the gas due to marriage or for any other case, but you don't switch it to the one overseas, and you try to apply a visa for your child, they're gonna nitpick that as well. So one of the documents should be the other visa with the current maiden name if there is a name mismatch between the no, not visa, sorry, passport. If there is a name mismatch between the 2 passports, that, as well as proof of name change, so like a marriage certification or court order, on the additional documents page, as well as yes. And then the travel documents, I learned that it's just a passport, like the bio page, the front, where there's the information plus a signature page. And they do ask for a bio page for the passport of the person who's getting the visa too. Plus birth certification and everything else. It's a lot of documents, plus some of them it needs to get notarized, so that's what makes it time consuming. The other, which isn't really if you're in good terms, but if you do have sole custody, then you just have to submit a letter from the court stating you have sole custody, which that's different. But other than that, it's just a waiting game. But in order to get the visa, they do ask for address of where you're going to be staying when you go overseas. And it's a whole thing. For me, I had to submit an itinerary. Well, I didn't have to. I chose to when I got my son's father to sign the travel consent form for the child. I printed one online. I wrote down like flight, everything, and then I had to get it notarized. Like, but he was with me when that happened. So, with that being said, it is different. It is way different. But we got it done. It wasn't an issue. They only nitpicked on the name because my name and his on my Brazilian passport, since I do have one, the last name is different than my son's last name. So they nitpicked on that, but I'm like, but then I emailed them. It's like, yeah, the documents supporting that is in the additional documents section. And then they also nitpicked the photo like 3 different times until the last time I'm like, hey, listen, I literally emailed them. Like, it is very hard getting a 16-month-old baby boy to stay straight. This is the best I could do. And I guess they approved the photo, finally. But they didn't say anything, so I did call them this morning, and they said that the visa will be approved. So even though it was supposed to go out today, my flight will be changed to Saturday, so I'm gonna be going out Saturday instead. But I do need to notify the father on that because that's the right thing to do. Anyways, thank you for sticking around, and see you the next time. I hope the next time I see you guys or make another video will be when I do my budget or care stuff or something other than this. But since I just started with the life update, the next video might be a life update as well. So anyways, thank you for sticking around. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.